Uganda is generally hosting a big number of refugees for years, with almost about 1.5 million refugees, mainly from the neighboring countries such as Eritrea, South Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Somalia. Unfortunately, many of them are struggling to survive due to the lack of income-generating activities, and this triggers their lives. 24-year-old Kanduhu John Paul, who left Congo a few years ago due to the instabilities and family conflicts, now residing in Kansanga, a suburb of Kampala, explains his journey to Uganda.
From Congo to Uganda because of there were misunderstanding between families, and they started actually fighting, and that could impact us as children. So my parents saw better to flee the country and to come to Uganda. In Uganda, I've got it as my home because I found myself with some different program and something which would help us.
Kanduhu narrates how he managed to acquire skills in motor vehicle mechanics, the organization known as Restoration and Hope for Refugees, in which he applauds for providing with him free vocational training of his dream job.
The mechanic was my ambition since in Congo. So once I get here in Uganda, I saw better to start improving my skills because it was in my passion, and I was mentioning like I will be one day a mechanic. So when I get here,
training to support refugees or to facilitate refugees, because if I use the supporting refugees, it may not sound, because they are still even facilitating their courses.
Hamigo Joseph, the executive director of Restoration and Hope for Refugees, has addressed the challenge of unemployment among refugees, mostly those residing in Kampala, with free vocation 9 courses of their self-sustaining projects.
To give them the courses we give them, when they finish, can be able to be self-employed and do something which can help them for their family and their children. Also, when it comes for the issue of children, there is a very serious gap to refugees, to children, to access a quality education.
A lot of experience, because here there are many different countries of people here, from Eritrea, from Uganda, from Congolese, and I give them what I know.
Additionally, Namfuna John, the English teacher in this organization, says the organization is equipping to the refugees and hosting communities in English studying as a common means of communication in the society.
Teach them rights and freedoms. We have their syllabus, the curriculum for level 1s, level 2s, and level 3s. So we follow the curriculum, and we add in other things that are important to them. Like sometimes our lessons are practical. I can take them to the kitchen. I show them this is a kitchen. This is called a spoon.
Yeah, I can be able to teach someone like computer basics and be able to teach. That's because of you. And here I came in Congo when I don't know even how to greet people in English or what, but you can feel here now.
According to Uganda's 2006 Refugee Act regulation, provides right to work and freedom of movement, which is a strong legal and regulatory framework for refugees to access education and vocational skills in their community. Magezi John Paul, head of communication in the Department of Refugees from the Office of Prime Minister, says they are working with partners who channel resources to the organization and in terms get support to help them to run their activities.
The Prime Minister, we don't give resources, funding towards activities like skilling, vocational skills training for refugees. Funding is supported through the partners. We work through partners, which partners sign tripartite agreements with the government of Uganda, UNHCR, and they are supported with funding from the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. But also, we have partners who bring their own funding to support, for example, components of skilling. Because you find that, for example, through Denmark, through Finland, they also channel resources through their organizations to support the refugees.
Learning mechanic, my ambition is to open up my own garage and to be my own boss, and to share also my skills with other people, even other strangers country, to be known all over the world. What known not even all over Uganda.
A skill is something a person can stay with for entire life. As we pray for hope and peace to prevail in the armed countries, I believe that these vocational skills attained from restoration and hope for refugees will help them to improve their standards of living as a way to curb unemployment among refugees. Timothy Lukanga, MCI.